Hi everyone and welcome back to Love English. I'm Sabrah and today we're doing an advanced phrasal verbs test. Now phrasal verbs are one of those things in the English language that lots of you don't like and they can be rather tricky. But we're going to learn as we go with this test, so there'll be things I'll be explaining to you all about the nuances, really, the finer details of why we need certain phrasal verbs in certain contexts. Don't forget guys, you can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Our TikTok is going well at the moment, so do catch us on that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Right, let's get started. There are 18 questions and you're going to need a pen or somewhere where you can take notes. So do have that ready now. Don't worry, I will be giving you time to consider all the options as we go. Please, at the end, don't forget to write your score, tell us how you got on, and please feel free to ask us questions about the phrasal verbs. We're here to help you learn English, so please do ask us questions. Right, number one. If you're in town again, do make sure you meet up and we can grab a coffee. If you're in town again, do make sure you meet up and we can grab a coffee. So the options are A, take, B, put, C, look, D, find. A, take, B, put, C, look, D, find. So have a think about that. What makes the most sense in that sentence? So the correct answer is in fact C, look me up, which basically means get in touch with me, give me a ring, find me, but we actually don't use find here. That's the funny thing. Kind of means find, but we don't use it here like that because it's not, you know where the person is basically, but it's kind of like saying, make sure you get in contact with me. Please look me up. Okay, number two. I'd better leave. I don't want to, my welcome. I'd better leave. I don't want to, my welcome. Okay, so the options are A, give up, B, overstay, C, run down, or D, find out. So have a think about that. What makes the most sense there? Okay, so the correct answer is in fact B, overstay, to overstay your welcome, to stay over the time that you're welcome. There's actually some logic to this phrasal verb. So you stay over more than the time when you were welcome. So it's something we often say when we leave. We might say, oh, actually, no, I'll go now. I don't want to overstay my welcome. Even if someone says, no, stay a bit longer, you know when it's the time sometimes to leave, and when if you stayed a bit longer at a dinner party or with friends on a trip, you know when there's that point when actually it's a good time to leave. And if you did stay longer, it might feel a little bit awkward because deep down you suspect that the host might actually be ready for you to leave. Number three, it was a mistake that I didn't the contract before signing it. It was a mistake that I didn't the contract before signing it. Okay, the options are A, look through, B, get by, C, call out, and D, get through. Okay, so just have a look at those again. Which do you think makes the most sense? Think. The correct answer is A, look through. So if you look through something, this is where you look into it in detail, so you examine it a little bit. It's not quite as intense as study, but the reason we use through is because we go through it from beginning to end. So that's why we use through, because we're looking through it. So we might say, I need to look through this report, or I need to look through the details of my phone contract. Usually we look through is when we need to look at the details. We need to check the details. It can also be used as a synonym of check as well. Okay, number four. I hope you guys are getting on well so far. So number four is, John is a rich man since he some money last year. John is a rich man since he some money last year. So the options are A, went through, B, checked in, C, fell behind, D, came into. Okay, so have a little think about that, which makes the most sense there. So the correct answer is came into. Came into is in fact a synonym of inherit. If you come into money, you usually inherit the money, or it could be that a share or something really pays off. But usually it's that it's inherited money. So you would say she was very lucky. She came into a lot of money when her parents died. Obviously not nice to have your parents die, but if you are inheriting some money, that's usually a good thing. So we would say, yes, we came into some money. Lately, I've come into some money because a share I bought really paid off. We can also use it like that. Number 5, this is another situation about money. Liz, all her money when she was on holiday, and she had to ring her parents for more. Okay, the options are A, got out, B, went through, C, handed in, and D, checked out. Okay, so have a think, which makes the most sense there? Okay, so the correct answer is B, went through. If we go through something, this can also mean that we spend it, we use it up. So you can also talk about products being used up or food being used up. So you could say, we've gone through all the bread this week. We must have eaten a lot of sandwiches. Or we've gone through all the milk. Number 6, I'll buy this bag since it's exactly what I've been. So options are A, getting to, B, thinking on, C, calling for, or D, dreaming of. Okay, so have a think about that one. Which one makes the most sense? She wants the bag. Which one makes the most sense? So the correct answer is, of course, D, dreaming of. This is an easier one, actually. If you're dreaming of something, you're thinking about it, it's what you desire. So she's been dreaming of this bag. Don't be confused by calling for. Calling for means that something is required. So we might say, this situation at work where we're down, another member of staff calls for an emergency meeting. It's like require, or something is needed, really. Number 7, as we have seen that the weather is soon going to get worse, we've decided to the tennis match. Okay, so options are A, take out, B, put off, C, call in, and D, go by. So have a think about that one. What makes the most sense? So the correct answer is put off, which means postpone or delay. It's not like call off. Call off means cancel, but this is delay, so put off. So I want to put off that meeting, means I want to postpone it, I want to delay it. Next one, number 8. I don't think John is going to be at work today because he's still a cold. I don't think John is going to be at work today because he's still a cold. So the options are A, getting over, B, going through, C, wearing out, and D, putting off. So have a look. What do you think makes the most sense there? The answer is getting over, A. So getting over means recovering, still suffering from something. So if you're getting over it, you're not quite over it, in fact. You're recovering. You're still in the process of experiencing that thing, but you're not in the worst of it. You're starting to recover. So if we say, I don't think she's ready to date other people because she's still getting over her previous breakup, you mean you're still recovering from it, really. It's a nice synonym for recovering in many ways. Number 9, my mother is always about eating more healthily. I think lots of our mothers all around the world are doing this. A, talking on, B, thinking about, C, going on, or D, talking up. So have a think about that. Which one makes the most sense? So the answer is, in fact, going on. So if we go on, we talk a lot about something and it can be irritating for other people. We talk a lot and continuously sometimes. So it can either be like nag, like it is in this sentence. The mother is saying, eat more healthily. You need to eat more healthily. Why are you eating that chocolate? Eat something healthy. Eat a salad. like I do with my boyfriend. So it can either be that you're almost like nagging, or it can be that you're talking continuously about something that's a bit annoying. And then we would say, oh, she was going on all morning about her health problems. I hope you're doing well, guys. If you're starting to think you'd like to learn more phrasal verbs and learn more vocabulary, don't forget on the Love English website, we have our How to Learn Vocabulary guide for sale. It's currently on sale, so it's a little bit reduced at the moment. So go to our website, there's the link to check that out if you're interested in boosting your vocabulary and learning all about how you can do that. And it has exclusive video content as well. Right, number 10. Number 10 is a lot of plant and animal species due to climate change are. So the options are A, running out, B, dying for, C, dying out, or D, running over. Okay, so think about that, which is the one that makes the most sense. Okay, so the correct answer is dying out. Now, you might have confused this with dying for. If we die for something, it's when we die for a cause. So, for example, people might say, I would die for you, or he died for the human rights of others. Now, this is dying out, which means actually finishing, becoming extinct. Don't confuse this with running out, which is much more for things. So we would say the oil is running out, or the milk's run out. But this is actually dying out, means becoming extinct. Number 11. I have to, my notes before the exam, just to make sure I've got all the details in my head. So the options are A, stand for, B, look into, C, take on, or D, go over. So have a think. What's the right one? So in fact, the correct answer is go over, D. Go over means review, look at something again. It's a bit like look through, but it means look at it again. So go over. For example, we might say, I'm going over my speech for the wedding, meaning I'm checking it through, I'm trying to learn it. Number 12. I got the job. All my hard work has finally. So here are the options. A, kept up. B, paid off. C, paid out. And D, came out. Have a little think which one makes the most sense there. So in fact, the correct answer is paid off. If something pays off, it means it's actually you've got the benefits. The hard work has come back to you, or you're seeing the benefits. You know, you're seeing the fruits of your labor, if you like. So we could say, my new health regime has really paid off. I'm looking much slimmer and I've lost 5 pounds. Number 13, this company, equal opportunities in employment. So anyone can apply regardless of age, sex, or disability. Okay, so here are the options. A, works on. B, gets on. C, stands for. Or D, takes care of. Okay, so have a think. Which one makes the most sense there? Now, if you've watched my video on 25 professional phrasal verbs, which is just up here, then you would know that this actually means when a company or organization actually promotes these principles. It's principles which they believe in and they work according to those. They work or operate according to that. Okay, so to stand for something, usually it's about principles or ethics. So this one is stands for. Number 14, today there is a tendency to people who haven't been to university. Today in our culture, there is a tendency to people who haven't been to university. Okay, so have a think about this one. Options are A, take off, B, show off, C, turn down, or D, look down on. Okay, so have a think which one makes the most sense. The correct answer is in fact look down on, look down on. And basically this means to think someone is inferior to you, to be a little bit snobby or superior, act in a way that is superior to them. Not very nice, but yeah, if you look down on someone, you think that they're inferior to you. So sometimes people look down on homeless people, or they might look down on certain behaviour that people have. So yeah, it's generally not a positive phrasal verb, not a good thing. Number 15. The soldier will be brought to trial because he's thought to have state secrets to the enemy. Very bad thing to do. So the options are A, backed up, B, given away, C, broken out, or D, turned in. So have a think about that one. It's a little bit tricky. Which one do you think it would be? So right answer here is in fact given away, given away. This is like reveal. So if you give something away, you actually kind of betray someone's trust, or you reveal secrets that you shouldn't, something you should keep to yourself. We can also use it in a funny way. For example, if we're giving someone clues or hints about a surprise, so they might say, oh, tell me about my birthday surprise, give me a clue what we're doing. And if you say, oh, well, it involves going somewhere and eating good food, the person might say, oh, you've given it away. Oh, that's easy, as you know, going to a restaurant. So it can also be when we reveal something. Our face can sometimes give away our emotions as well. Number 16, in order not to lose its market share, our company must the latest technological developments. So the options are A, hold up, B, drop in, C, wear out, or D, keep up with. Have a little think about that, which one makes the most sense. It is in fact D, keep up with. So if we keep up with something, we stay up to the same level as something. So for example, if you're running beside someone and they're a bit faster than you might be trying to keep up with them. Or companies are trying to keep up with the latest trends, technological development. Number 17, it's obvious that the new law has some revolutionary changes in the tax system. So the options are A, brought about, B, shown up, C, taken in, D, pulled out. So have a little think. So the correct answer is in fact A, brought about, which means caused or created. So if something has brought about changes or brought about developments, it's caused or created them. So for example, we could say the coronavirus has brought about many job losses, or Brexit, England exiting from the European Union, has brought about some issues with supply chains, with food and oil and things like that. So we mean caused or created. A thing has caused that, so brought about. Number 18, the last one. The cold is really bad now. Have you seen the trees have lost all their leaves? Winter has really... So the options are A, come about, B, stayed in, C, set in, or D, take up. So have a think about that. It's quite a tricky one. Which makes the most sense? So in fact, guys, it's actually set in. Now, if something sets in, it seems like it's going to stay around for a while. It's got a grip, if you like. So it's something that's really settled. So if we say, oh, I've got such a bad cold, I can't seem to get rid of it. I think it's really set in. We mean it seems like it's got hold of us, got a bit of a grip of us. And if we say winter has set in, we mean winter has really come, winter is here for a while, this kind of thing. So it's when something really kind of settles in and seems like it won't go for a while. It's got a negative connotation. Right, everybody, that's the end of our advanced phrasal verb test. Please do tell me your score below. I'm very curious to see your level and see how you got on. So please do tell me that. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Good luck, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.